Okay, today we are going to work on lesson 9.3, order of operations. So when talking about order of operations, the first thing when we come up to a math problem is we want to do whatever's in the parentheses first. So once you've done that, then you'll find the value of numbers with exponents. Then you'll start from left to right and you'll do the multiplication and division. And then you'll go from left to right doing any addition and subtraction. So the first problem we're going to use to represent this has to do with Amy and 3 friends launch a new website. Each friend emails the web address to 3 new friends. These new friends forward the web address to 3 more friends. If no one receives the email more than once, how many people will receive the web address in the second wave of emails? So what we want to do is use a diagram to model the situation for Amy. Each dot represents one email. Complete the diagram to show the second wave. So the first wave, she sent it to 3 people, 1, 2, 3. So each one of those is going to send it to 3 people, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So we can see that in wave 1, Amy sent it to 3 people, and with an exponent that would be 3 to the power of 1. In the second wave, we can see they sent it to how many total emails? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 is 3 to the power of 2. Okay. All right. So Amy was just one of 4 friends initiating the first wave of emails. Write an expression for the total number of emails sent in the second wave. So if we know that we start with Amy and 3 more friends, so that's going to be 4 people. And then if we go with what Amy's group did, we can see that it was 3 to the power of 2. So when we go to solve that, what we need to do is down here, the value of the expression is 4 times 3 to the power of 2, or 9. 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, so that covers the first page. I'm going to go ahead and erase that, and we'll move on to the next page. So you'll have to ignore my sloppy writing. It doesn't come through on the Promethean board quite as well as I'd like. But so for reflect, in C, why does it make sense to write the number of emails as powers? What is the pattern for the number of emails in each wave? So by writing the value as powers, you can see the exponent is equal to the wave number. So wave number 1, 3 to the first power, we knew we sent out 3 emails. Wave number 2, 3 to the second power, we knew we sent out 9. Using that, 3 to the third power would mean that it'd send out 27 emails in wave number 3. Okay. So the next part that we're going to talk about is simplifying numerical expressions. A numerical expression is an expression involving numbers and operations. You can use the order of operations to simplify numeric expressions. So simplify each expression. From the order of operations, first thing we'd look for is parentheses. There are none. So then we would have to take care of exponents. We have 3 to the second power. So the first thing we'd have to do is we'd have to evaluate 3 to the second power, which is 9. So then we need to divide 5 plus 18 divided by 9. So 18 divided by 9 is 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. So in the next example, we have a fraction here, but that shouldn't throw you too much off. We're going to start off 3 squared since there's no parentheses, so we'll start off with the exponents. 3 squared equals 9. So 21 plus 9 over 3. So 21 plus 9 over 3. And then the next part that we have to do is divide 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 21 plus 3 equals 24. Then our last example, C, we have 6 times 2 cubed divided by 3 plus 1. So the first step is to evaluate 2 cubed, and 2 cubed is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 6 times 8 divided by 3 plus 1. The next thing that we have to do is multiply or divide starting from left to right. So 6 times 8 is 48 divided by 3 plus 1. The next step we divide. 48 divided by 3 is 16 plus 1. 16 plus 1 is 17. Okay, now it's going to be your turn. Go ahead and try this out, and then I will give you about a minute, and then I'll do the first one. If you're watching the video and need to stop and pause for a second, you may do that. Okay, if you need more time, please pause the video, otherwise we will go ahead and solve this. So we have 7 plus 15 times 9 squared. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to take, there's no parentheses, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take care of the 9 squared. 9 times 9 is 81. So as we rewrite it out, and I'll write it out a little bit bigger, we end up with 7 plus 15 times 9 squared. So we'll take care of the 9 squared. 9 times 9 is 81. So we get 7 plus 15 times 81. So the next step will be to multiply 15 times 81. 15 times 81 equals 1,215. Just gotta have my pen. So now we have 7 plus 1,215, and that's going to equal 1,222. So that was number 2. So go ahead and start on number 3, and I will do it with you in just a second. Okay, so what we have is 220 minus 450 divided by 3 squared. So the first thing we need to do is we need to do the power. So 3 squared equals 9. So 220 minus 450 divided by 9. 450 divided by 9. Well, I know 9 goes into 45 7 times. What? I don't know what I was thinking. 9 goes into 45 5 times, and so because of the 0, it's going to go in there 50 times. So 450 divided by 9 is 50. So we now have 220 minus 50, and 220 minus 50 equals 107. Okay. So as we move on to the next page, we see that we're going to use exponents with grouping symbols. In this case, parentheses. So remember, on our list of operations, we have to do whatever's in parentheses first. So that might seem confusing on this first one where we have the 9 divided by 3 squared. But instead of raising it up to the power of 2 first, we have to do the 9 divided by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we end up with 4 times 3 squared. 3 squared equals 9, so we have 4 times 9. 4 times 9 equals 36. So the next example, 5 cubed plus, and then in parentheses, 12 minus 2 squared. So first we do is a 12 minus 2, and we end up with 10. So we have 5 cubed plus 10 squared. So then we do both the powers starting from left to right. 5 cubed equals 125. 10 squared equals 100. So we have 100 plus 125 gives us 325. Then the last example, you can see we've got this fraction or division bar in the middle of it. That won't mess things up too much. So, first things first, start in parentheses. 12 minus 8 is 4. So we have 8 plus 4 squared over 2. So the next step, we have to do the powers. So 4 squared is 16. So now we have 8 plus 16 over 2. 16 over 2 is a division question. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. So we end up with 8 plus 8, or 16. So now we have our reasoning question. John wants to simplify the expression 5 plus 3 in parentheses squared. As a first step, John writes 5 squared plus 3 squared. Will he get the right answer, or the correct value for the expression? If not, what should he do instead? So think of it this way. If we were to do 5 squared plus 3 squared, we would have 5 squared. 5 times 5 is 25. And 3 times 3 is 9. So we would end up with 36. But so if we go 5 squared, 5 times 5 is 25. And 3 times 3 is 9. So 25 plus 9 is 34. But if we add what's in the parentheses first, 5 plus 3, we get 8. And 8 squared equals 64. So you can see that if we don't do them in the correct order of operations, then we'll get different answers. So he would get the incorrect answer. Okay, your turn. So for your turn, I want you to simplify each of these expressions. Remember to go parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication, division from left to right, and then addition, subtraction from left to right. So please pause the recording if you need to. So as we look at the first one, 20 divided by 4 in the parentheses, so we have to start with what's in parentheses. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. So we have 5 times 5 squared. 5 squared is 25, so we have 5 times 25 equals 125. Okay, in the next example, we have 8 squared minus, in parentheses, 5 plus 2 squared. So we're going to do 5 plus 2 in parentheses. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 squared equals 49. 8 squared minus 49. 8 times 8 is 64. Minus 49 equals 15. And then the last example, 7 minus 63 divided by 9 in parentheses squared over 7. So, first of all, we've got to do what's in parentheses. So we've got 63 divided by 9 equals 7. 7 over 7, this top one squared, 7 minus. So, 7 squared is 49 over 7. We've got 7 minus. So 49 divided by 7 is 7. So we have 7 minus 7, which equals 0. Okay, time for guided practice.